I gave my first GMAT official mock test last year. So I got around 640 at that point of time. And that was considering because a couple of years back I had also prepared for CAT. So I was good from the RC and from the reading comprehension and from the cons point of view.
And what was your CAT score?
So at that point of time, my CAT score was around 94 percentile.
Okay, and the splits between quant and verbal?
So verbal was 88 percentile, quants was 96 percentile.
Okay.
I struggled in the logical reasoning and the data interpretation.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why my percentile went down. I just bought some official, the 3 official guides, and then I started solving problems randomly from it. And that's where I think I lost most of the time. That like I was just solving the problem, so I kept target of like 20 minutes. I have to solve 10 questions on a daily basis.
Okay.
But the analysis which went into it was only like around 10 or 15 minutes. So that was a major point. So like I told you, RC and quants I was good at, but CR and SC were like were pathetic for me. So so at that point of time I started browsing GMAT Club to look for any help I can get. For sentence correction I started reading Manhattan GMAT, the sentence correction one. But the problem with that also I found that so I used to read one page and then after solving the question I could not maintain the link that like between the concept and the question, how to solve those questions using those concepts. So that was a major point, like that was a major gap I found out. So that was when I like found out that I needed help, and that was the point of time I started browsing GMAT Club for reviews of the existing coachings.
Okay.
I attended one of the free seminars, like the webinars you hold on the weekends. So I attended the critical thinking, the critical reasoning pre-thinking approach webinar conducted by you at that point of time. And before that, you had recommended to watch a couple of free trial videos which you have on your website. So when I watched those videos, I came to know that this is what I need actually.
In what ways?
So when I say that, because you have a pre-assessment quiz followed by the concept, and then you have the post-assessment quiz. So the post-assessment quiz was the very important thing I felt before joining eGMAT that I needed help with. So at that point of time, like you, like I said, when I was solving the Manhattan GMAT booklet, so I was checking out the concepts and then trying to solve the questions. So those questions were mostly on the higher side. So I was not able to link the concept with the application part. So, and while watching the videos, I thought that these post-assessment quiz were the missing gaps which I needed. And then the last 1.5 week was kind of a sprint for me.
Okay.
Where in those 3 weeks I mostly covered the concepts of sentence correction, and in the last 1.5 weeks I completed CR and as well as solving the problems, the Scholarinium problems.
Okay.
So
wow. That was you had a pretty packed schedule.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That is good. And then this worked out. I mean, I'm looking at your plan. You kind of modified this plan that you have, where you didn't spend as much time on RC.
Yeah.
Okay, but you had this plan over here, where you had the starting percentiles to do that. Interesting. Okay.
Master comprehension was a very good thing, like you do at the start of the verbal course. That's what was missing initially, because when you read a critical reasoning comprehension. So you need to understand each and every like aspect of it, not just reading through it. And so the problem which I had initially was I used to take a glance of it and I used to spend most of the time on reading the options part.
Okay.
And that's where I actually got help from the EGMAT course, that you have to spend most of the time on the comprehension part, and then you apply the pre-thinking approach. And then after applying the pre-thinking approach, the option comes naturally to you, the answer comes naturally to you. So that was a very good point I got from the critical reasoning, and that is how I applied the master comprehension concepts in the critical reasoning part. Pre-thinking approach was very difficult at start because it used to take me around like 4 to 5 minutes to solve a single question. So I used to jot down each and entire points on the pages and then apply the negation concept, which is like in the pre-thinking approach.
Yes.
And so it used to take me like 4 to 5 minutes initially. Yeah, the falsification part. So that used to take me around 4 to 5 minutes, but then I gradually, so within a week and a half, I improved from 4 minutes to 5 minutes to 1 or 2 minutes.
Wow.
Then for the sentence correction part, so in sentence correction, the most important thing I felt was the application files. So you have, so sentence correction is basically, there are many concepts in that compared to critical reasoning. So there are many concepts. So if you want to have linkages between them, you so like after 4 or 5 concepts, you have an application file, and then you apply all those 4 to 5 concepts. So that was a very like the lifeline of the sentence correction entirely. So that's what helped me in that.
Okay,
Yeah. So that's what I said, right? Before EGMAT, I used to spend around 20 minutes solving the 10 questions and then 10 to 15 minutes for the analysis. So it was like around 40 or 45 minutes for the 10 questions. And in the application files, I used to spend around 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes for the 4 question or 5 questions which used to be there. So that is what actually made the difference in the sentence correction. Yes, so when I was focusing towards the book, so I could not focus for more than 1 hour. And here I was like reading concepts and then directly going towards the application because I need to apply those. So I had to sit for around 2 to 3 hours, and I was really enjoying those 2 to 3 hours at a stretch. I'm looking for US, Europe, and Singapore. Okay. So right now the colleges I have in mind are NUS in Singapore. In US, I'm going for Georgetown McDonough.
Okay.
And the second is CMU Tepper.
Okay.
In Europe, I'm going for Said, Oxford Said.
Okay.
The second one is HEC Paris. So these are the